Well guys, I seem to have pigs in my garden, or boars. Look at this. That's a boar. And what are you? You're a boar too. How very boring to have boars in your garden. But, oh, you're eating my crops. I'm not sure if they actually eat them. But I don't want to take the risk. Knowing Saraty, they probably do, or they probably will. Now, I've already got a boar, so these guys are very, very useful to me as fat lamps if I can kill them. That's it. Come on. Die. Right, that's one of them killed. On to more. What mystifies me, they must have spawned in here, unless they got in over the fence, but I don't know how. But as I said, just in case Saraty decides that they do eat crops, let's get rid of them. Right guys, I'm not feeling it on this polished granite rock because I think it looks almost too much. Oh no, we have a fox. Right, sorry fox. Oh no. Oh. Oh, disaster. Oh dear. Right guys, so much for building. But what I was saying is I feel that's too much the same, but that was a disaster finding all those foxes in there. It's very much like real life guys. If you have chickens or any sort of domestic animal, rabbits, hares, the foxes will come. I quite like the aged wood. It was between that and oak, but I think that gives a sort of really dark brooding aspect that I'm loving. So I was looking at that in the oak, but the oak would go, but I just think that. Let me know what you think guys. Either the pine I think is just too bright against this. The maple is too, that's the maple, that's too grey. So the oak has a really nice look to it. Let's try a second one on top of there. And then I'll go and do my butchering duty. Let's have a look at that. That could go either way, couldn't it guys? That really does meld in well. And yet the darkness of it. I'm just thinking about which wood to use. Okay. Right, let me go and butcher that lot before I lose them. Right guys, I finished my butchering. To my surprise, the foxes. 3 foxes, 3 lumps of fat. I got 3 hides out of it, 6 bush meat. I got a red meat from the hare. I didn't realise they dropped anything. And from the chicken, I got 2 poultry. Poultry? That should be raw chicken. And 5 feathers. So although I don't like the fact that my chickens were slaughtered. Chickens were slaughtered. I hear a wolf. I actually gained from that because I wouldn't have known that foxes gave fat. And by goodness, you're in danger now, mate, if I know you give that. My avenue of oak trees has grown. This is my oak farm. And it looks absolutely lovely with all the grass cut in it. This is lovely. I might just trim off this line of trees. But I think now, of course, I like the avenue of oaks so much. I don't really want to take them down. Now, I just want to have a look at a distance. You see, from a distance, that polished granite doesn't really stand out at all. And you can see I wanted a moongate, and I have a moongate, and yes, I've got it aligned. Right, and the twist leads up to the moongate, which I like very much. We will think about further twists later and whether we should do them in the same stone, but at the moment I'm just trying to get the castle mostly up. I'm going to come round here, up here, and I want to have a look at this ancient wood, aged oak or aged wood, whatever it's called, from a distance. Now, do I prefer that? Oh, it's very dark, isn't it? I think I'm going to take one of my granite doorways down and put the oak up and see how that looks. It's just finding something that I like the look of. I mean, maybe I will prefer the granite. Guys, please let me know what you think down below. That would be amazingly good. And in the meantime, I may be able to get some more lamps instead of torches. So I've got one hog and a pit of death and all the skeletons. Oh, I've actually got a hare that's managed to come into this sheep pen too. I think these fences need to come over here, but I don't have quite enough lights at the moment. And so, oh, let's see whether the Moongate works. We see the sunset that way and the moon. This is ridiculous. Huh. I think we're going to have 3 Moongates, guys. Because that moon, how can I not be in line with the sunrise and the sunset? Oh, it goes... Does it go straight up? Or does it move? It goes straight up. But not anywhere near the Moongate. Right. So it really needs to be... Oh dear. This may not be possible, guys. That's moving. No, it's not. How weird. So I built Moongates and there's no moon. Great. Ah, the trials and tribulations. See you in a moment. Hi guys, welcome back to Vintage Story. Now I am going to quickly run over to my trader because he's changed over. I've got some floating blocks there. It just takes so much time to get them down. He's changed his stock. He has renewed what he has, but what I didn't check, and he's got things I want to buy, but I was hoping he would come back to beeswax again, but I don't think he has. Do not hit him with a sword. Last time you did that, or hit him with something you didn't like. Hello. Have you... No, you still don't want wooden crates. Opened barrel. We're going to be able to make those soon. Oh yes. And we've still got these. I'd never mind selling them. If I had a bracelet and this beautiful belt, I would not sell it. I want the black powder. 8 of them. I could do a lot with that. Okay, let me say, be polite. Don't just close down. Say goodbye. Good. Now, I have been looking at my Moongates, and I had put them at this level, guys, so that my whole building is 4 high here. But I don't like the feeling I can just walk out, and of course if I put anything in there like a fence, it completely ruins the look. So I've decided to take them down and build them higher. Have I anything? Oh, goodbye. Oh, what a start, what a start. All right, we don't want the skulls. We've got a piece of granite cobblestone. All right, let's try and get... let me come back here. Just come straight back. That's it. Oops, it's better. Right, get back on the straight and narrow again. Now, am I going to lose this? Hopefully not. Right, let's take this down. Okay, and that can come down temporarily. Right, alright now. Not sure, I've probably dropped one. Do I need that there? I don't. Actually, I probably do. I do. Mistake. Right, let's, while it's still daylight, let's go down and retrieve our blocks. It's a long way down. All looking good. I need to harvest more candles too. Yeah, this twist here. Yeah, that's part of the surround for the doorways. Yeah, because I need to make sure, I do need to make sure that I've got that, do that afterwards. You can pillar up and sort your twist out later, girl. So I don't know if you guys like watching building, but I thought I would show you making a moongate. I'm sure most of you are very, very familiar with how to make these things, but if you're not, this might help. So I've decided that, let me make sure I'm on the center line, which is there. Yeah, in line with that. Right. So then we want to have that one and that one. Have I run out of cobblestone? Wonderful. Easily made. I'm sure you guys are used to making cobblestone. It is very easy to make it. But it's also very useful to know how to make it if you haven't made cobblestone yet. Let's just do a few like this to keep ourselves going, because we're going to need to surround this with quite a bit of it. Okay. Shift. Right, that can go back in there. Oh, I had two there. There we go. Let's just make one more. Good. Okay. Right, now. So that's the base. So we then put a set of steps on either side of the base. Good. And this one, ooh, needs to be there to take it back one. So this one needs to come out. I think I may have lost that for all eternity. That goes there. And then that goes up right there. We need another stone there. And an upside down stair there. Perfect. And then what we're going to do is to just pillar up here. And we need the capping stone to be shown there, but it's not on that level. So you need to put it there, and that should give us a very nice moongate. It does. Now the only problem with moongates is you can't get glass in them. So our twist will come up there somewhere. Yeah, we need to have some real thought on that as to where that twist actually goes. But that's something that basically I'll have to do from downstairs. I can't do it from here. Let's just pop that in there. Does that look better? Do you know, that looks so much better that you can't... Flipping heck, it's dark tonight. That's as dark as pitch, isn't it? Goodness me. Goodness me. Right, am I in a position where anything is likely to spawn near me before I go to sleep? And the answer is yes. I think we just need a few more torches on this side. Right, guys, I'm going to go to sleep. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to do this other moongate. and I will see you later. Hi guys, I have rebuilt my Moongate, which is very nice, and I do like that height better, but that means that all the walls are going to have to be that height. I've rebuilt this doorway, which is going to look a lot better, like that. And if we come around here, I will show you what I've been doing down here, and that is I've put some oak. Oh, I think oak might be it, don't you guys? Because that gives a strong contrast, whereas the stone didn't. Good grief, I've got some whole gaps in my wall. I know why I've got them. That actually, I think, is the look I'm looking for, because it's a stronger contrast than the polished granite. Yeah, that's good. Now, what I'm short of, would you believe, is copper. And I know I've got copper down here. All right, now what we're going to do is the mining trick we used last time, where you put some water and then you just go straight down. All right, I'm using up copper swords here, guys. Right, granite. Oh my goodness. No. No. Any copper there? No. I see no copper. Okay, it must be a bit further down. Aha! This is a great method of mining. Good. Wonderful. Yeah, this is what we need. And the reason is I want to make some lanterns. I'll come back to you when I've mined this out, guys. Welcome back, guys. Right. 64 and 5 rich chunks of native copper. While I'm here, I'm starting to clear out under here, but what I'm also doing is cutting out blocks so that as I need them for things like stone, I do have these real stone blocks, and it does make a difference when you get whole stone blocks out. I mean, if you're going to cut out something under your floor that you want to cut out, you might as well cut it out with whole stone blocks. And I've managed to leave my water, of course. Right. Good. So how much will that give us? That was apparently that's 5 granite rocks. I wasn't even trying there. It was just, that's all the stuff that I've just been taking out to get at the copper. Wow. Lots of cobblestone or pathways if we wanted that. I've got 40 low fertility soil. Right, let's get some fast paths. I just love them. That's 16. Let's get some more. Yeah. That's low fertility soil. I think let's just do those. Great. That's 40 pathways. Loving it, guys. Loving it. So if we take a hammer, let's see how much we got. $128 and 70. Yeah, 128 and 95. That makes our copper look a lot more respectable, guys. Perfect. I tell you what, that mining... Oh gosh, I've got some more. No, no, no. That wasn't it. Guys, look. We got 2 lots of 128. Yes, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. I feel a bit more comfortable about copper now. Did I actually take charcoal with me? You won't believe what I take around with me. Inventory control is not my best issue. Okay guys, in a moment. Hi guys, welcome back to Vintage Story. I just came on to do a quick check of my audio and I suddenly realised there was a full moon rising, and there are just some things that are so beautiful on this game, but my moon, I wanted it to rise directly in the middle of the Moongate, which would be over here, so we may extend this part of the castle just so that I can get the correct placing of a Moongate. And why not? I'm in a building mood at the moment, and these 4 pieces of earth are because, as you know, I wanted the Moongates to start 1 block up. Gosh, the music's fantastic, isn't it? It always makes the hair rise. This is the slightly, I see it as the slightly dangerous music, you know, danger's coming. Hayden, you did a great job on this, on the music. He's the one that writes the music. So I wanted to start the Moongates 1 up, which means they go up there. So the next floor is going to start above there. And that means that I have to take the whole of this building up. And I think that it's going to look great, but it could be just too much of a big open space. It's already dividing into areas. This is becoming the smelting, the forging area, basically the blacksmith's area, the metalworking. And I decided that if I'm going to have another story, which I am, even if it's just a roof, I need to be able to go up, and it made sense to have the stairway here. So that's just a staircase area, and always you need a sort of oddities area. So there's going to be an oddities area there. Gosh, this music's really threatening. I think that I've got 2 other areas I want, but a cooking area is one of them. I'm not sure how much I'm going to need on the smelting. I mean, already there are so many metals here to look at. I've already got iron ingots. I've got over here molybdochalcos. I've got copper. So there are so many ingots I'm going to collect and make, I hope. So I think that I may have to have a little bit more on the metal area. And I've decided therefore to put the cooking area over here in this corner. And so I've got my root vegetables at the bottom, because the roots go at the bottom, the berries in the middle, and then at the top I've got the eggs. Now clearly we need other chests here, and fire pits will go along here just as they are in the opposite corner, so that I can cook. So I've got the layout sort of slightly sketched out in my mind already, and I think we're okay on that. Now, this video has been made using a 6000 bit rate, not 2500. So I'm hoping that between the beginning of the video and the parts from now on, you'll get a much better video quality. I'd be interested to see the difference. I'll see you in a moment. Guys, look, life renews itself. I have another chicken there. That's a brown one, and I have a white one here. So chickens are beginning to fall in, and I have just killed a deer that fell into this trap. The poor boar is still there, living a lonely life. Chickens are laying eggs in there. All is looking good. I've just been up there making sure that this twist carried on correctly now that I've put a Moongate where I want it in the middle. I'm trying to relay this avenue of trees because they all link together I don't know quite how wide these oak trees are, but they're much wider than most trees. So I've widened this avenue. I want the first trees here to grow before I get the others. That looks a complete mess from there, but that twist looks right. That's the most important thing at the moment, is to make sure that the twist is correct. And all the doorways, guys, are now oak. And I think that I finally have the solution. So I think the doorways, yes, I like that because it adds the darkness and a bit of emphasis. But, so it's not as melding in as the granite, but it's not as ferocious as the aged wood. The aged wood I will find another use for, I'm absolutely sure. This row of pine trees I absolutely love, and I'm growing other trees along here because I have the most wonderful feature here, and I'm just debating whether I have the patience to do this. But this lake comes to here, and this watercourse goes all the way along here, and then it should come in a beautiful waterfall down to this lake, but it doesn't. However, I am contemplating growing trees all along the edge and gradually filling it in. But I wanted to show you something. I don't even remember, but I had got the 4 pillars of my establishment sorted out because I thought the space was too big just by itself and the roof could do with a bit of construction. And look what I've decided, guys. I have found a use for my ghost cobble skulls. They're gorgeous, aren't they? A granite cobble skull. So what I've done is the polished wood I had around the doorways I've used as the base and the top. It will go one higher. I'm not quite sure what the top layer will be yet. And then we have these beautiful, beautiful granite skulls in the middle. So I think that makes quite an attractive feature. And I managed to gradually clear this so that I have a way through. These 2 are just the last chest to move. So guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this video, which was mostly building and sorting out as the moon rises. But I think this is, it's not there yet, but I just feel it's starting to come together. And I have, of course, put the flowers back in here. And I need a bit more light over there. That's, you could just at night just sometimes see where you need the light. There will be a lantern over there, but I've put my 3 lots of mushrooms, the red, the brown and the white over there, and I will put something here so that I don't keep falling down the stairs. Good. Well guys, I don't often do building videos, but this was one. Bye bye.